Hello all. My name is Waleed Assaf, and along with me, I have William Vargas, Anthony DePolito, and Marc Perez. This is our internet computing final project, and it's called HawkNest. HawkNest is a social media platform for Montclair State University members that they can use it to communicate with one another and chat with one another, etc. So here we have the login page where you can see that you can either log in with an already existing account or you can register for a new account. So we'll start by showing the register page. So the register page consists of an email section, username section, password, confirm password, first name and last name sections. We'd like to show what happens when you try to submit with anything empty. It will tell you to fill in the empty fields. Now we'd like to show what happens when you try to register with an email that is already registered in the system. As you can see, an error message comes up again. Now we will show what happens when you try to register with the username that is already taken. As you can see, another error code. And now we'd like to show the problem that happens when you try to register with passwords that do not match. As you can see, another error message will pop up. Now we'd like to show what happens when you register and give valid information. And also, once you're registered, you will automatically get 3 friends to communicate with, and you will also have a friend request waiting to be accepted or denied, which you will see later within our project. Now, once registered, you will be redirected to the login page where you can log in, and here we'll show what happens when you log in with invalid information. As you can see, it will tell you that login information is incorrect. Now we'll log in with correct information. As you can see, we've been successfully logged in, and yeah.
Okay, so this is the homepage, which is also known as the feed page. So as my partner has mentioned before, once you register, you're gonna automatically be given 30 friends. So when you go to the feed page, it's gonna show every post that every one of your friends made. So we currently have 3 friends. Here's the first one, second one, and the third one. Okay. Another feature that we can do is in every post, you can also post a comment after pressing the comment button. You can also respond in this text box and submit a comment, which will be sent to the database. In order to see your comment, you're going to have to refresh, and then you can see your very own comment. All right, once you come back to the feed page, you can also make your very own post. So you can say something like, I love pizza. Once you click submit, it's going to automatically send that information to the database and refresh the page. And you can see your very own post, which you also have the ability to put a comment on your very first post. Once you click send, you need to refresh, and you will be able to see your comment.
Now we can move on to the message center, and you can see these are the friends that we currently have added. So you can actually message them, and you can get different responses each time. So we'll message them 3 times here. Whoa. And then you can see that when we click on someone else, it's a different conversation with different responses. And now we can head to my profile. And you can see that we have a friend request waiting for us. We can accept that. And see, now we have 4 friends. But we can go to the feed page, and we can see that the friend we just added, we can see a post that was already made. I love Montclair State University. We can go back to the my profile page, our message center, my fault. And we can see that we can now message our new friend. And now we can head back to the my profile page. And we can delete the friend that we just added or anyone else. And this will remove the ability to see their post unless they re-add us back. You can go back to the feed and you can see that we no longer see the person that we added before. And before we we can change the profile picture. Go into my profile, or we can message center works too. We can see that the person is no longer there. And let's go to my profile and we can change the image using an image address. Now let's try adding the person that we just removed back. You can now log out and log back into the person's account and we can accept the friend request. My profile, and we can accept or deny it. Now, when we log back into our account, we'll be able to see whatever post that user has made before. We can also message the user again. And when we go back to my profile, you'll see that they are now on our friends list. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the section of the admin page, which will have its very own login page, which you can get to through a link. So here, you can only log into this page using the credentials for the admin that you can see before you. Once you log in, you will have two options of that you can change about this database. So once we click on the users user category, you can enter a user ID of the user that you would like to remove from the website's database. So we're going to use the user ID of 1. So there, once we go back to the database and we look at our MSC users, you can see that we've removed the person, left the very first user, John. He's no longer here. So once we go back to admin home, it'll take us back to the form that we can press the second option, post. As we can see in post right now, before we submit it, we see the post ID of 1, which was made by the user John, who is currently removed from the database. Once we put the post ID of 1, then we refresh the database. We can see that the first post was removed. You can go back here to admin home, and you can also log out of your account. And that should conclude our presentation.